What's up, people? It's your boy G-Mac coming at you with another deck profile or new deck profile of my MadHands. This is Fire and Ice Hands with Madolches, which a lot of people are running it now because it topped. But this is my version. So start off with 2 fire hands, 2 ice hands. They're basically to just either stall so I can get the Madolche or Angeli to my hand, and also it's good to clear out my opponent's field with by taking out their monsters and spells. I run 2 Mewtwo's. Most people run 3. I don't like 3. I just like 2. Combination with Message Gelato or Angeli. I prefer to use Angeli now because it's really, you can really go off with her Mewtwo and Angeli first turn. Just really good. Or if you want to wait, 3 Madolines, the searcher of the deck. This allows you, when it's normal summon, you can add any Madolche monster to your hand. So when she's summoned, you most likely are going to go for the Angeli. I run 3 Angelis. She's the one that makes this deck really, really good with the synergy. And her effect is when she is summoned, or when you summon her and she's on the field, you can tribute her and special summon any Madolche monster from your deck to the field. And usually the target you're looking for is Hookake, because once she goes to the graveyard, you can summon Hookake, or if you have Hookake already on the field, activate his effect, remove her from the graveyard to special summon another Madolche, and usually it's Message Gelato, because when he gets special summoned while you control a beast, you can add any spell, trap, Madolche card to your hand, and usually you want to go for the ticket. If you don't already have it, then go for the Chateau. So I run 3 Message Gelatos, 2 tickets, and 2 Chateaus. And I run, now for the spells of the deck, I run 2 Misties for that back row, 2 double summons, and this is really good now because of Angeli, but I was running this before when Angeli came out, and people were saying it was so bad, but it actually was really good, actually, especially when when I was running the TG Madolches. It was really good. Then, of course, I run 1 Lance because I got to protect that Angeli just in case. 1 Book of Moon, 1 Darker Hole, and then onto the traps. I run 1 Palooza. Most people are running 2 right now. I do side the other one just in case. But I like 2. I like 1. I'm going to probably start testing it with 2, but right now I just like it at 1. And then 1 Tribute, 1 Mirror Force, 1 Bottomless, 1 Compulse, and then 1 Trap Stun. This allows me, so when I'm got this set up, I want to go off and you can't stop me. And also I run 1 Wiretap just in case. That way if they try to Dark Bribe, if I got both of these on the field set, I'll go actually, no, I can't do that. I just realized it wouldn't matter anyway. Go Trap Stun, but they could try to counter with Dark Bribe. So I think I can chain that to the Wiretap. Yeah, because it still will be a chain, and then that'll bounce that, and then that'll allow the Wiretap to go off. I believe. I'm not sure. I've never really came across that, but either way, I guess I'll have to find out the hard way. But yeah, but I like to run the Trap Stun so I can go off, and that's there to protect, in case I want to, bounce something back in case they do a Mirror Force or something. And of course I run 2 Breakthrough Skills because I don't run no Veilers, which I'm thinking about maybe running at 1. I'm not sure what I'm going to take out for it. But 2 Breakthrough Skills, and then of course 2 Black Horns of Heaven, and then 1 Solemn. So basically this deck has 3 Solemns in it. But that's the deck. Onto the side, or not side, but the extra, 1 Alucard, so I can pop, a card in case I need to. one MX Voker, which I don't really see myself going back into him a lot anymore since Angeli's out. I've been going into Levier a lot now, so I run 2 Leviers, one 103, one mid-stroke, and of course one champion, because if I do have 2 message gelatos, I can overlay and go into him and try to push for game or do lots of damage. One Abyss Dweller for those decks that like to activate effects in the grave. He says no. One Dire Wolf in case I need to do some more popping on the road. Or on the road. More popping on the field. Popping on the road. And of course that 101. Gotta have it. And these next 3 cards, I'm sorry, but I call them the Holy Trinity. Because if you look at them, these, I don't care what anybody says, these 3 cards wins games. Especially this one now. This one in any deck that has to have a spell card out constantly, like a continuous spell or a field spell, this card is just too good because it cannot be targeted for an attack while there's a face-up spell card on your side of the field. A lot of people don't realize that. And I'll bring him out and he'll go attack and I'll be like, no, you can't. And they're like, what? Why not? Field spell, Chateau, or Ticket. Can't be targeted. I got a spell card out. Can't be targeted. And they're like, oh, wow. Or you can attach, of course, and just do straight 2,000 to their face. And basically the new Cowboy, if you ask me. If you can get him out without being sent back or solemned or Phoenix Chained or Veilered, and all they got less is 2,000 less, GG, no read. And of course, Black Ship, Pop, do 1,000, and then Cowboy, defense mode, detached, 800. And then of course we go to the Queen, 2 Tiramisus. And I'm not sure if a lot of people know this or not, but your opponent does not have to have cards on the field for her to activate her effect. A lot of people have that misconception that your opponent must have cards to send back for her effect. No, you do not. Her effect, you just have to have a Madolche card in your graveyard to activate her effect. So if your opponent has 0 cards on the field, but you bring her out and you have a Madolche card in your graveyard, you can activate her effect and send the 2/1 whatever back. And if you got Ticket and Chateau, of course, on the field, and when a Madolche monster goes back to your deck, you can special summon, or you can add one to your hand because of Ticket. But of course, if you got a fairy on the field, which is she, instead of adding it to your hand, you can special summon it to the field so you can push for game. So if anybody tries to tell you got to have targets for her on the field, no, you do not. All you got to have is targets in your graveyard, because it says right there, once per turn you can detach 1 material from this card, then target up to 2 Madolche cards in your graveyard, shuffle those cards into the deck, and then shuffle cards your opponent controls into the deck up to the number of Madolche cards returned. But it does not say you have to target them. It just says return them. It says then shuffle cards from your opponent's controls into the deck. It doesn't say you have to. It doesn't say you target. It just says cards, or then shuffle. But yeah, you do not, as far as I'm concerned, or I'm not concerned, but as far as I have come across and what I've found on the internet and looking, you do not have to have targets for her. But yeah, that's the deck profile. Hope you like and subscribe, and if I'm wrong on anything, please comment. I would love some feedback, because that's what I'm here for. Is, I'm trying to learn this. I want to learn. So please, if you have any tips or helps, or even just want to be like your deck sucks, that's fine. Comments are always appreciated, good or bad. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.